Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And last time we got like the perfect capture on this route in Eldegoss because I was kind of nervous about how we were going to deal with the water type gym given our team structure. But now we've got a pretty good handle on things. Looks like we got a good handle on this tree. So with berry trees, if you shake them enough, eventually one of these guys will pop out. It's always these guys. Never anything else. So we're going to give them the boop. So today we're going to finish up all of the trainers that we skipped on Route 5 here. And then we should be at the next town. Maybe? Oh, stockpile. That's annoying. Because it's boosting his defense and letting him survive. Or her survive. That's a female scroll bat. But I mean, I guess it's not damaging me, so I won't have to worry about healing up from that. And when you shake the tree so much that a Pokemon comes, someone will... they'll always take, like, one of the types of berries completely away. Ooh, an Applin. That is actually a grass dragon type. Very interesting type combination. But we can handle the grass side with this. That's going to boost its defense. So it'll probably be able to survive this hit. Astonish, that's not going to do anything. Well, we had a Pokemon whose ability said that you couldn't eat berries. And hey, we're getting an evolution on Choodle. So that's cool. Now we have Dreadnought. Although it's not so cool for the upcoming gym, because you see Choodle was just a pure water type, but Dreadnought added the rock typing to him, so that means we're no longer resistant to water. He now takes neutral damage from water, but we do get some rock attacks, and those will get stab. Where to put this rock tomb? If I'm being honest, we're not really going to use Headbutt. Alright, other things don't need to catch you. Can't catch. Well. Oh, hey. I see you over there. Attract. Oh, that's not really an attractive TM. What Attract does, it's a status condition, but it's along the lines of Confusion in the sense that you can stack it with other status conditions. So it's not like Paralysis, Poison, or Sleeping, Frozen, Burn. So what Attract does is, if your Pokemon is the opposite gender of the other Pokemon, then there's like a 50% chance that they will just be immobilized by love when they go to attack, and essentially not attack. That can be stopped, but since it's not like paralysis or anything, it can be stopped by just switching out the Pokemon. I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, I like using status moves and such, but I'm not big on Attract or Confusion. Although Confusion I do like on No Guard, Dynamic Punch, Machamp. Alright, let's see. Ooh. I don't know what type this is. It looks like it could either be a grass, fairy, or psychic. Some sort of mixture. Okay, it's definitely got grass in it. And actually, I believe these things are pure grass, but past gameplay me did not know that. So that's why I went with Raboot here. Trying to threaten my Dreadnaught's life. That would have one-shotted Dreadnought too, because Dreadnought is now quadruply weak against grass, since we added the rock type. Okay, now we come back up this way, and now we can go through here. I still don't care for those Pokemon. Shed Shell. Switch out of battle without fail. You might think, what is the purpose of that move? Well, or that item? Well, it still doesn't have too much of a purpose, but it has a couple very niche uses. For instance, it could be used to switch out from a Shadow Tag Pokemon, such as Wobbuffet. Or you can use it against, like if your opponent used Mean Look on you, you could use it to still switch out or block. I think block also stops the opposing Pokemon from switching out. So yeah, you could use it there too. I'm going to pick up some more feathers. That is because birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, they make this big, huge bridge. They want you to use the bike, but yet if you use the bike, you go so fast you miss half of these feathers. Ooh, that's our first resist feather. And there's our second one. Okay, now on to this half of Route 5. 3x special attacks. That's lame. Don't worry about its bad points. Well, you have to acknowledge their bad points and cover up for their bad points with your other Pokemon. That's kind of the point of team building. And we're starting off with another grass type. And Woobat, that is a psychic flying type. It's pretty fast, but not much else. And it's not going to be faster than Sneasel. Yeah, see, Sneasel is nothing to sneeze at. And Toxel's kind of catching up here. It's up to level 18. No, Rabu, you don't need agility. You're already one of my fastest Pokemon. Alright, let's get Eldegoss up front to start training that up. I believe for the second gym we need level 24 is where the gym leader caps out at. So we're not far off from that. By the time we finish this route and the gym trainers, I'm sure we'll be just fine. Eldegoss is not just fine with this battle. It's a Krogunk. It is a poison fighting type. Pretty sure that's the only poison fighting type that we have. Well, and its evolution Toxicroak. Again, I like it for the unique type combination. It also gets some interesting abilities as well. But of course that type combination makes it super duper weak to psychic types. Yes, I'm stronger than you and the Pokemon that do your work. Oh, and this is just explaining... Yeah, the Pokemon that have that aura around them will get watts from them. Oh, well, there's so much for... Oh my gosh, this music. This doesn't sound like your typical... Water Port Town music. This sounds like the hillbilly Water Port Town music. I guess that's why it's called Hulbury. Oh my gosh, I can't really stand that music. Okay, so people seem to like this Chairman Rose guy. I would like it if they just gave me stuff. That is my entire purpose of talking to them. Oh, hi there. The chairman is quite busy at the moment. The chairman looks like he's ready to go to the beach. And now he's saying he can... Okay, so either he's busy or he's not that busy. Do you really? I don't know which side I would take in this. Oleana's side for chasing off people, or Chairman Rose's attitude of, we need to give people our autographs in order to continue operating and doing what we're doing. Like, no, you really don't. Like, what's the connection between those? And this music is so bizarre as well. It's not better. You've already lost to us, BD. No, you weren't. Well, I guess you were talking about us with the other gym challengers endorsed by Leon. Yes, I am. Oh, a celebration with the chairman. Oh, seafood restaurant. I love seafood. Oh, don't keep him waiting. Don't keep my stomach waiting. You're making me hungry. I like most types of seafood. I also like swimming. So you'd think I'd really enjoy this music, but or this town, but this music is ruining it. Incenses. Boost grass type moves, water type, these incenses also have an alternative purpose, at least some of them do. Like, I think if you breed like a Snorlax that's holding a full incense, or is it a Lax incense? One of those two. I think that's how you get, like, Munchlax. I'm not completely sure on that. Alright, and Luck Incense, it's pretty pricey, but it's going to double our money that we get. It will more than pay for itself by the end of the next gym, probably. And we have all of these new item notifications. Okay. And I also picked up a Rose Incense, so that gives Eldegoss something to hold. We're going to put the Luck Incense on Dreadnought. Now, Dreadnought does have to actually appear in the battle, and while he's holding that Luck Incense in order to get double the money. So we're going to put him in front. We're going to lead with him for a while. When you cook with your mates. Okay, sure. And this is, yeah. That's like bitter medicine. It's cheaper and like as effective as some of the stuff you'll get at the Pokemon Mart, but it will lower the friendship between you and your Pokemon. Which is really only relevant in... Well, I'd say it's relevant with the attack moves Return and Frustration, but I believe they took those moves out of this game, so I'm okay with that. And there's a handful of Pokemon that will evolve if they have enough friendship with you. You're blocking off this to get in the way of gym challengers. How are you allowed to do that? Like, oh, there's two people standing here. We can't take this path anymore. Nope, everybody just go back, give up on the gym challenge now. Like, what is this? Well, what that really is just the game's way of telling you it doesn't want you to go there yet. That's more of that sort of forced linearity. I'm okay with the linearity. I mean, there's that huge, wide, open, wild area for the people who just like running around a huge world like that. And then we have all those people that are like waving at the chairman from outside the restaurant. That's really weird. I'm just going to throw that out there. Actually, even after the chairman's no longer there, that same line of people will just stand outside. I thought they were initially just standing outside because Oleana was like blocking them from getting into the restaurant. But no, even after they leave, that line of people will like always be there. Oh, hey, are these... Oh, these are places we can go into. Hi there, kids. Oh, okay. It's hiding. Do I have to find it? Give me something. Oh, hey, I can turn the TV on. You should check out that Late Night Mega guy on YouTube. I hear he's pretty swell. Fisher person. And you also need to be watching Late Night Mega. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go into all these people's houses. It's weird enough that we can just walk into other people's houses, but now we can walk in there and turn the TV on. We don't really get anything for it, but we can make them watch Late Night Mega on YouTube. It's more interesting than staring at those books. At least I hope it's more interesting than that. Here. Late Night Mega doesn't have a league... Well, technically, I do have a league card in this game. I saw that sparkle spot, but there's another house where people are not watching Late Night Mega on YouTube. Don't worry. People breeding Pokemon and mass releasing them will make everything fine. That's a weird thing to just say to people you don't know. Just go up to a random stranger. Hey, I have high hopes for you. Oh, do we need to pick out the correct Wooper? Whoop Whoop. I like the name Wooper too. Here, watch Late Night Mega. Maybe he can help you figure out which one is which. Hey, 2x speeds. Oh, that's interesting. So gym leaders can basically get demoted to a minor division. There's actually very little we hear about that sort of thing, and we never see any sort of minor division, but that's an interesting process that they have. It really makes you think that the Galar region really is focusing on the gym challenge and the champion and just having these amazing Pokemon battles in front of huge audiences, because that's what people like to watch. They don't like to watch football. They don't like to watch professional wrestling. No, they like to watch Pokemon battles. That is the thing to do. We never got the water badge. Wow, you must have sucked. Then again, I probably shouldn't be talking until we actually get the water badge. There's a whole bunch of fishing spots here. Well, we can capture something in this town. So let's see what we get. Arracuda. This is based off of, Barracuda type animals. It's a water type, and it's known for having high physical attack, high speed, and really weak everything else. Now, apparently this is not that fast if it needed agility to outspeed my Dreadnought. And of course, Bite has a 20% chance of making us flinch. Okay, but I do... We'll use one of these net balls. I like net balls. Oh, that didn't work. Actually, another thing I could do is switch to Eldegoss and use the combination of the... It's not Cotton Spore, Sweet Scent. Sweet Scent to lower its evasion, and then Sing to put it to sleep. Without lowering the enemy's evasion, Sing has a 55% chance of hitting, which is really not good. And again, we have net balls. We should be able to... Can we just catch this thing? Aqua Jet is a move that lets your Pokemon strike first. It's basically a quick attack, but it's water type. Probably my favorite Aqua Jet user was Azumarill. In Generation 6, Azumarill became a water and fairy type, and it had the ability Huge Power, which doubled its physical attack stat. Granted, it didn't have much physical attack to begin with, but slap an Adamant Nature on there and max out the EVs in attack. And with the Huge Power, you can add a Choice Band or a Life Orb to it. You can do some really big damage even with just the Aqua Jet. Another thing you could potentially do with it is Belly Drum, where you cut your HP in half. Half of your maximum HP, that is. So if your opponent hits you before you use Belly Drum and you go under half your health, Belly Drum will just fail. But anyways, for that sacrifice of HP, you max your attack stat. So you get basically if you use 3 Swords Dances in a row. You raise your attack power by 6 stages, and then you just Aqua Jet everything and obliterate it. And then Azumarill, being half fairy type, also had Play Rough. I had an Azumarill in my Omega Ruby playthrough, and it just obliterated anything I sent it out against. Anyways, I do have a nickname for this Arracuda. We're going to name him Blue, because he'll be a blue Barracuda. Someone please get that reference. But since I have Dreadnought, and Dreadnaught's a bit tankier than Arracuda, we're not going to use Blue yet. And I don't need to fish anymore because I can't catch anything else here. Okay, so apparently she loves lighthouses. Well, that's good to know. 2 super potions. That's super duper. There's some statues of Toxtricity. Interesting. They give us choices on what to say, but there's really no difference between the two. Sometimes. Actually, it happens a lot in this game. All right. Well, the gym leader is interested in battling us. I'm interested in this secret TM over here, Electro Web. What does this do? It lowers their speed stat, so it probably does not do much damage. All right. Well, with that, I think next time we're going to look at taking on the gym. So I'll see you guys then.